Today, I am going to share 4 things that you absolutely must avoid if you ever want to be rich. These are the things that are holding you down, keeping you poor. Watch this video to the very end because we talk about the problems of identity and how it can contribute to holding you down. Without further delay, let's dive right in. Not understanding money. The first and the biggest mistake you are making that's keeping you poor is not understanding money. If you don't understand money, how can you ever expect to earn it like the rich do? A lot of people are under the impression that money is a scarce resource. They think the supply of money is somehow limited, so they need to earn it bit by bit very carefully. But that is just not true. Money is abundant, and you just have to look at how money is produced to understand this. First, identify who makes the money. No, it is not the government. The dollar bills you have in your wallet were printed by the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve is the one that prints money, which the government then borrows. Most of this money then flows into the banks. The banks use something called fractional reserve banking. This allows them to multiply the money while holding only a fraction of it in reserve. This may sound a bit complicated, but the key takeaway here is that money is available in infinite supply. The Federal Reserve prints it when needed, making it very much abundant. Another thing you need to realize is that money is valueless. The Federal Reserve prints money without backing it up with anything. So there is no inherent value to your $100 bill. Its value comes from your mental perception that it has value. Once you understand how money works and realize how abundant and valueless it is, you have 2 choices. You can either continue doing your 9 to 5, or you can take advantage of your newfound knowledge and get rich. Once you know how it works, you can change how you manage money and how you earn it. And once you have the money, you can make the smart choice. Instead of hoarding money, you can buy something of real value with it, whether that is gold, silver, or real estate. So when the jig is up in the near future and the people realize how they have been fooled into believing money has value, you will be among the few who have assets that are actually worth something. If you want to be rich, educate yourself on money. That knowledge will be indispensable to you in earning, managing, and most importantly, keeping the money you have earned so you can reach financial freedom. Not being honest with yourself. Not being honest with yourself might be costing you a fortune. Let me explain. If you ask most poor people if they're poor, they will get offended, or they will start making excuses about why they are not financially well off. They do this because they don't want to be honest with themselves. If you are poor, admit that you are poor. Do not make excuses either. That is because there is no excuse to be made in the first place. If you have an internet connection and a device to connect to it, you already have all the tools you need to be rich. You know how the saying goes, the first step in solving a problem is recognizing there is one? Be honest with yourself about your financial situation so you can begin the struggle to be rich. Additionally, if you want to grow as a person and improve as an entrepreneur, you need to be able to take criticism. A lot of people take any type of criticism as a personal attack that hurts their ego. They just attribute it to others being jealous. Such a mindset will be a huge problem for you if you want to get rich. You need to be honest with yourself and admit the faults that you have. Only then can you fix them and set yourself up for success. Overconsuming. A concept you must familiarize yourself with if you want to become rich is of the consumer and creator. A creator makes stuff that the consumer uses, and the consumer, in return, pays the creator, whether that be in money or attention. Through this transaction, the creator becomes rich because attention can be turned into money as well. An example of this is social media platforms such as YouTube. YouTube lets you watch content made by creators. You therefore give the content your attention, and YouTube monetizes that attention through ads. This makes YouTube billions of dollars yearly, some of which they share with the content creators. Now, you can either choose to be a consumer or a creator. A consumer loses money while a creator gains it. I'm not saying that watching YouTube or Instagram is something bad. It is great if done in moderation. But a lot of people nowadays are over-consuming to the extreme. They spend 3, 5, or even 8 hours a day consuming online content, not really creating anything, and this is what keeps them poor. If you are over-consuming, you must make the switch to creating in order to become rich. Delete the time sync apps from your your phone, whether that be YouTube, Reddit, Instagram, or just games that you spend hours playing. You will be surprised how much free time you will have available after that. And that time is better spent creating products, services, or content that you can sell to the consumer. This will essentially turn the tables in your favor so you too can start making serious cash. On the other hand, if you want to create content on a social media platform, you obviously cannot cut off the consuming part of it completely. In that case, you should find a balance between creating and consuming that maximizes your productivity. Only then can you be as successful as you want. Identifying as poor. The last thing you must do to be rich is stop identifying as poor. Instead, start identifying as rich. Most people have it ingrained in their psyche that they are poor, so they approach money making like a poor person would. But if you really wish to be rich, you must let go of this mindset. Wipe it clean and then make rich your identity. When you think like a rich person and do business like a rich person, it won't be long until you become a rich person. But note that this does not mean you start spending like a rich person. What I am saying is to earn and invest like a rich person. Adopt the traits and methods of the rich, and success will come to you as it came to them. So, what's your plan for avoiding these pitfalls on your journey to being rich? Let me know in the comment section below. Also, since you're here and you have the mindset of the rich, I invite you to check out a video we made recently titled 10 Websites That Give Away Free Money. Until next time, goodbye.